Hi everyone, I'm Demise, and we are back with another quest guide. Today we're doing Beneath Cursed Sands. Yeah, actually sounds like a very nice movie title. Yeah, starring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. So today we're going to investigate the Menaphite city. Not directly investigate it, just through clues. The Menaphite city, I believe, is still in development. Yeah, look at that, still in development, completely empty, blurred out. Hopefully they open this up to the game, but for now we're just investigating around the city to understand it more. For requirements, you need agility level 62 or more, crafting level 55 or more, fire making level 55 or more, and have finished the quest Contact. You also need 1 coal ore, 1 iron bar, 1 tinder box, 1 spade, 1 cooked or raw meat, such as cooked meat, the basic cooked beef, raw yak meat. Raw yak meat and fish will not work. You cannot use salmon. You cannot use raw yak meat. We're going to feed this cooked or raw meat to a crocodile later on to distract him. And you definitely want at least 1 free inventory slot at the start of this quest. Routes for stuff being count greater than 85 is advised. You have to fight 2 bosses, one of which is pretty hard actually. Even at my stats level and my gear setup, it can be challenging to do without having to resupply or use higher level food like brews. I'll talk to you more about that. The other boss is pretty straightforward, nothing too difficult. Protection praise are very good, specifically all of them. For gears, the Champion of Scabaras, you need to, he's weak to range, so bring your best range. That is a hard boss. Hard because unless you go back to resupply to bring more supplies, it's gonna be kind of challenging to do the boss with just the amount of supplies I have. You would need some pretty decent gear, so let's put it that way. It's challenging for those who don't want to go back and resupply for the boss fight itself. Let's put it that way. The Menaphite Akh is bring your best stab gear, like the Osmosin Fang. That boss is not difficult. That boss is pretty straightforward, honestly. Food in total, you probably want 37 pies. Filled water skins is very useful. You'll be in the desert most of the time. Or you can also use the Desert Amulet 4, which can replace the water skin. Standard potions 2 or more, prayer potions 3 or more, super anti-poison potion 1 or more, divine bastion potion 1 or more, divine super combat potion 1 or more. Travel to Zephanium, you can use the Nordai teleport scroll, which I'll be doing. Nordai teleport scroll puts you in Nordai. And then you take the carpet there to Polnish for 200 coins, and then you take another carpet to Zephanium for 200 coins. That's that's one path you can take. If you have I guess you can also try the minigame teleport. I don't think it's available. Yeah, it's not available. You can also try the Pharaoh's Scepter if you have that. I don't have that. Yeah. Travel to Nordai, you can just use the Nordai teleport scroll. 1 time is only what you need. 2 times if you plan to bank. 2 times if you're banking elsewhere. So there's 2 inventory sets for this quest that I'll be using. So if you want to bank it somewhere else, then make sure you have another teleport scroll to get you back to Nordai. Okay, so to start this quest, make sure you have your first set of gears, first set of items. I'm doing this in 2 inventories, so halfway through I'll switch to the other one. For the first set of inventories, you want to bring your range gear. You're bringing pretty top gear, top level range, like a dark bow, because the Champions of Scabaras boss can be quite challenging with just this inventory I have right now. So you can definitely, you know, like use brews or whatever have you to kind of bolster yourself. But yeah, one coal ore, one iron bar, one tinderbox, one spade, teleportation, 2 Stephanium, and also another die, and also, you know, like the super anti-poison potion, stamina, divine bash potion, prayer potion, and some food. Alright, so once you're ready, I know it says free inventory slots grading 1. After I teleport to Stephanium, I'll use all my GP, so that's will give me 1 free slot. So let's go to Stephanium. I'm gonna use an Undying Teleport Scroll. Undying Teleport Scroll. And then I will use the carpet here for 200 coins to pull niche. And then I will take another carpet from pull niche to Stephanium for 200 coins as well. So that's how I get to Nodai. There we are. You can also just run from, you know, from here to here, if you want to, but I don't want to. And there is Stephanium in the distant distance. Okay, so once you're here, head away to the crafting shop stall in the east area. I have a lot of water skins because I'm going to talk through dialogue, so I will be spending more time through inside the desert than you probably will. So, Jamila, right here. Hello there, looking to buy my wares? What's the special item you're talking about? Oh, I need a free slot. Let me just drop the arrow now. Drop the arrow to have a free slot. What's the special item I'm talking about? Oh, fantastic! It's an exclusive item just for you. Consider it a thank you for all you've done for our city. Start the quest. Oh, interesting. A gold ring. A ring? Isn't it wonderful? Here, try it on. Jamil tries to put the ring on your finger. How she does, she slips you a message. Ah, the ring seems too small. Never mind. Wait, what the? Well, time for me to go on my work. Come back soon. And then read the message. Alright, so once you have read the message, we're going to exit out here, the city, and head away to the campsite north of the mining pit. So there's a campsite here north of this mining pit. There's a mining pit and here is a campsite. Alright, who are you? Well, you made it, but who are you? I know you, you're Mesa, the spy from Al-Qarid. You're supposed to be in Menaphite. I told Osman I was done with that job, and I mean it. How do you get out of the city? The same way I helped those citizens of yours do so. Even with the quarantine, Menaphite are still sending their dead to Stephanium. So you hid yourself among the dead, I see. Why are you all the way out here? And why do you send me that message? Because there's something very strange going on. I intend to work out what it is. However, I need your help. Why me? My list of allies grows shorter by the day, but you seem to care about what's happening out there. You are just a freelancer. You also seem to know what you're doing as well. Brave of you to assume I actually know what I'm doing. I'm sure you can't be worse than Osman. You might even have the guts to take some action needed. Alright, so what's going on here, man? Citizens from Menaphite have been disappearing. Guards as well. They've been leaving the city despite the quarantine. They've been bypassing the quarantine? How? No idea. But I managed to find out where they're going. To where? South of here to the old Necropolis. They're excavating something out there, but I don't know what it is. There's also something very strange going on with them. What do you mean? I went to this excavation of theirs to look around, and the way they're acting is very unusual. Interesting. Let me see this for myself. Well, let me know when you're ready, and I'll take you there. Let's go, man. I'm always ready. This is Necropolis. There it is. Look at that. How long have they been doing this? Zombie-like. I'm not sure, but they're doing it both day and night, 24/7. So they never rest? Doesn't seem like it. Weird. Let's take a closer look. Should be able to. When I came to investigate before, I was able to walk right up to them. They didn't even care. It was like they were in some sort of trance. Okay. I'm gonna look around here, man. I'll keep watch. Try to keep a low profile. I'll try, but low profile isn't my specialty. Oh, good. I'll prepare for violence then. Yes, you should. Alright, anyway, down here. Specifically to this pyramid. We're going to investigate the blocked passage there. And once you do, you enter a cutscene and you fight the first enemy. The entrance is completely blocked. However, the blockage looks to have been fairly recently. Perhaps it occurred during the excavation. And when you try to exit down, you enter a cutscene. Oh, and then talk to any guard or citizen. The work must be completed. This seems familiar. I better talk to Mesa. Alright, after the cutscene, you fight this guy, the head Menaphite guard, level 174. He stabs up to 16 and deals 1/3 of your max HP if you use any protection prayers. So, for example, if you use attack for melee and you have like 90 HP, he can deal up to 30 HP. So the strategy is to use range and just kite him around the actual arena. Oh, hello there. You should not be here. Really? Why not? The work cannot be disturbed. The mistress commands it. Mistress? You mean the devourer? This is all her doing. I recognize her work anywhere. You know too much. She must be removed. Oh, good job. Looks like you need a hand. Die. Alright, so just run around the ring and kite him around like this. And you see, he never will melee you because you're too far away. And there we go. Okay. Nice job keeping low profile, man. To be fair, I did tell you. I suppose. Did you find anything? Sort of. I don't know why these people are here. However, I do know who sent them. Who? Amascut the Devourer. What? The goddess? You're joking. You don't believe me. It's just quite a claim. How do you know it's her? She has hypnotic powers. She's the one that put them in this trance. I know it better than anyone. I was unlucky enough to experience it myself back in Savanium. Perhaps this one can give us more answer. What's happening? Help me. You were hypnotized, but now you're free. Do you remember anything that happened to you? It's all so unclear I can't remember. I know what you're going through. Try to think back to when you were hypnotized. What's the last thing you remember? We were told we had an audience with the Pharaoh Kenamus, but when we arrived to the palace, he wasn't there. It was just this woman. What woman? I don't know. I just remember her eyes, her deep red eyes. That's Damascus, alright. Do you remember anything afterwards? We came here to find something, I think. A tomb! We unblocked the entrance and she went inside. And there were others were there. What does she want inside the tomb? I don't know. We never saw inside of it. The entrance collapsed after she went in. That's okay. You've been in good help. Wait, I remember one more thing. There were these monsters helping her. They walked like humans, but they had the heads of insects. That sounds like the scarab creatures from the tunnels below Sasanium. Scarabites. Do you know where they come from? Some ruins to the northeast. I think that's all. I think that's all we can learn from this one. I'll get him some medical attention. Meet me back at my camp. Moda. Alright, so let's head back to her camp, from where we are right now, all the way to over here. So that was quite interesting. A hypnotizing goddess wasn't quite what I expected. You sound like you still don't believe me. You have to admit, it's a lot to take in. Still, I guess it doesn't change our next step, which is... And what... the guard gave us 2 leads to fall into. Hopefully one of them will lead us somewhere. So we reach out to Osman. Osman, why? That man will help us. He would happily leave me to rot in Menaphite, just like how he sent Khalif to his death. Khalif, he was the spy that was meant to relieve you, right? I thought you didn't even know him. Oh what? Oh right. Look, we don't need Osman. We can handle it ourselves. Sounds like she is in her own allegiance. Fair enough, what are these? First, we have Kenemus, the Pharaoh of Menaphite. Do you know him? Truth be told, not a lot. He's probably the most powerful man in the Korean desert, but he's incredibly reclusive. He's rarely seen in public. If he is under Maxi's control, that could be a big problem. Do you know how we can get to him? Even without the quarantine, it could be incredibly difficult. His palace is a fortress. That doesn't help a lot. It isn't. Well, there are many ways to reach. There are many ways out of Menaphite. I don't know of any way back in safely, let alone a way into the Pharaoh's own palace. We'll leave that for now. What about the other lead? The guard mentioned some Scabaras. Perhaps we can learn from them. He said they came from the ruins northeast of Necropolis. That will put the ruins directly east of here. All I see are cliffs. Maybe there's something on the other side of them? Could be worth exploring. Right, so we have our leads. One seems impossible to follow, the other have some promise. Well, I think we can... while I think about how we can access Menaphite, please check out the ruins. Sure. If we're ever going to get close to the Pharaoh, the Menaphite quarantine has to end. Canopus himself has made it clear that will only happen when the plagues in Savannah are eradicated. From what I heard, they managed to deal with most of it, at least just the pox that they're infected with. So what? You're going to cure the pox? Exactly. Surely, if it were that simple, the high priest would have done it by now. Have you met that man? He can try to present himself as a wise leader all he wants. It's just a facade. The lizards around here have bigger brains than him, and that's probably still an insult to the lizards. He didn't even have the guts to get rid of the plague animals. The guards had to put them down themselves, and it's not like they can do that to the citizens. Or they could, but I imagine that would be quite rude. Anyway, I reckon I might have a chance of succeeding where the high priest failed. I have an old friend in Nodai called Zahir. She's a herbalist. I think she can help us. While I go and visit her, you see if you can find anything in the ruins. Remember, it should be just east of here. Meet me in Nodai once you're done. Alright, good luck. Alright, so let's head our way over to the ruins here. Just you have to head away the cliff south side to the ruins here. It's a bit roundabout, but it's what it is. And there's also a well here to replenish your water skin, so that is not too bad. Huh. Oh, aggressive crocodiles. Alright, this is nice music. It's like something from Shadow of the Colossus. There we are. So head to the furnace here in the center area. You can replenish your water skin right now if you need to. Here we go. We're going to reignite it, put the coal back in, refuel the furnace, and then use the tinderbox to get it going. Boom. Ah, and search the well for a stone tablet, and then read the stone tablet. And once you're done, we're going to exit the ruins back southeast. And then head to the southmost pillar here. And just one tile south of this pillar, dig ourselves up a chest. Alrighty, so return to the ruins here. Return to the furnace. Alright, so the chest, try to open the chest, and the code is 1118513, which is the numerical code of the alphabet for Akhem. And that gives you a scarab mound. Head to the furnace and then use one iron bar with the scarab mound in your inventory. And that will make you the scarab symbol. There you go. Alright, with the symbol, we're going to head away to the north area. And then inspect this pillar. To insert this symbol by the staircase. And then turn the scarab so that it faces downwards south. The head of it faces south. And confirm. Boom. And that opens the downstairs. Once you enter downstairs, you will fight 2 scarab mages, level 119. These are guys. Use your stuff for magic. You can ignore the scarab swarm that spawns level 98. They can poison you for 3 HP. After you kill these 2, the scarab swarm disappears, so you don't need to fight the scarab swarm, just ignore them. Hello, you must be the scarab bites I'm looking for. I'm guessing you're going to try and kill me? I'll take the silence as a yes. Alright, and now I'm back. My recording crashed by itself, so I had to exit the fight. So let me re-enter the fight, and then we'll redo this. Alright, round number 2. And there we go. And the scarab swarm disappeared. So that's how you do it. Alright, hopefully my recording won't crash down the line. But anyway, once you've done that, we're going to head downstairs either direction. For example, this direction. So this is a little puzzle here. If I can pull out the map here. We have to head to the south side, pull the lever, and then within 60 seconds head to the north side and pull that lever. And now open the west door here. The issue here is that there's a bunch of traps here. These arrow traps can stun you and do up to 10 HP damage. So try your best to avoid it. For this one, it's pretty straightforward. For the other 2, there's like for that one, there's like a crevice you can like hide into. Alright, here's the south lever. So now run all to the other end within 60 seconds. And that's the north lever. And now all the traps are gone. You have succeeded in progressing. Head away to the westmost room. Enter inside. And then search the southwest plaque. Alright, for 4 emblems. This is a little puzzle here. You need to place the emblem in the correct urn. It's completely randomized. And then pull the lever right here west to proceed forward. If you do this wrong, you take high damage, up to like 30. You're poisoned and your stats are reduced. Use the northwest plaque here to help you figure this puzzle out. Here's how you do it. So for the center south one, so for the center south, so this one right here, try to find a sentence that says, to the one that arrived first, he offers some linen. So linen is going to be the item that refers to the emblem baboon. Therefore, the center south one is the baboon one. Baboon. Center south. That's one down. So right, the most south one, so this over here, most south. The one that offered, the one that was offered a necklace came from the south, from just the south. So necklace refers to crocodile. Necklace, crocodile. Therefore, the most south one is the crocodile one. Here we are. And now for the most north and the central north, it's gonna be the god arrived just before the god 1 arrived just before the god 2. So let's see here, the god of health arrived just before the god of isolation. This is the sentence. The god of health. Health is human, arrived just before the god of isolation. Isolation is scarab. So human, scarab. So the most north is going to be the human, and then the center north, which is this, is going to be the scarab. And once you're sure, just pull this lever. There we are, and now we can proceed to the door. Enter all the way west, talk to the spirit. Hello? The spirit looks at you for a moment before you will suddenly hear a voice echo in your head. Curious, it's been such a long time since I've spoken to another. The last time was when my body still had form. Tell me, stranger, what brings you to my tomb? I was looking for some scarebites. Ah yes, the fallen remnants of my once great sect. You will find plenty of them here. Why do you seek them? Do you know of a mascot to devour? All too well. There's an old tomb south of here. A mascot has been trying to excavate the entrance, and the scarebites have been helping her. She's looking for something inside, but I don't know exactly what. I see. If you are the enemy of the devourer and her corrupt scarebites, then you are a friend to me. I am Melfhor, and I can help you. You can help? Do you know of this tomb? Even when I still lived, the desert hid many secrets. Now, centuries later, it hides even more. Of all those secrets, few are greater than the ones hidden in that tomb. What is inside the tomb? Whose tomb is it? It is the resting place of my father, Osmutin. He was once the pharaoh of these lands. My destiny was to succeed him, but the usurpers saw an end to that. And what are the secrets in his tomb? Being a pharaoh offers many luxuries in both life and death. Many strive only for these luxuries. They have forgotten that being a pharaoh also comes with responsibility. My father had a responsibility greater than most. At the time of his rule, our people were locked in a great war to hold back the ruinous powers. Our gods granted us immensely powerful weapons. When the war was over, my father was tasked with hiding those weapons, lest they fall into nefarious hands. 2 of them were buried with him. They will be what the devourer seeks. What are these weapons? I trust you are aware of the devourer's desires? Souls? Yes, when the war ended and the devourer rose from the ashes, she did so with only one goal. She will not stop until every soul, living or dead, has been destroyed. And these weapons can help her do it. Many will call the devourer a god, but they speak only half-truths. She is a demigoddess of limited power, and does not possess the means to devour souls on a mass scale. The weapons in my father's tomb can be used to drain a being of divine power and transfer that energy to another. Similar to Armadillo Staff, which Zamrock used to defeat Zeros and become a and then ascend to godhood. So the Devourer is trying to do a similar thing. If used correctly, they would grant the Devourer true godhood. Well, I better get to business then and stop her. Before you leave, I ask that you remember your original purpose here. The Scarabites? Yes, they have made their home in my tomb. The steward of my rest, from the chambers above, the High Priest of Scarabites commands them. He believes he does so in the name of Scarabite. He does not realize he's being a puppet of the Devourer. Free him from her control, and the Devourer will become less powerful. It will also allow me to rest once more. He might know more about the Amaska's plans. I did free a guard from Amaska's control earlier. I could try that here. When the Devourer first emerged, Ikra himself taught us an incantation to free an individual from her control. I would suggest you use it rather than taking harm to the High Priest. Seems wise. What's the incantation? Majan Manad Almak. Be warned. While it will work on those she hypnotized, it will have no effect on her corrupt Akhins. They are truly beyond saving. I see. Thank you, Mehar. You will find a key to the upper chamber in the urn in the back of his room. Now go, with the blessing of Scarabus. Alright, my man. Best to you too. And then search the urn over here for the rusty key. Alright, so head way back upstairs. Ooh, and we're gonna fight a pretty hard boss, honestly. If you need to resupply, I suggest you do so before you actually do this. Even with my pretty maxed out gear here, it can be quite challenging to do to manage. So resupply if you need to before we actually fight this guy. Okay, so before I enter inside and fight the Champion of Scabaras level 379, let me just go over a few things. He melees and magic both up to 24 HP. Special attacks, he has 3. Special 1 is he bursts his shadow 4 tiles out from him. 4 tiles out, and basically deals up to can deal up to 40 HP multiple times. So the way it works is like boom, 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 boom. So it's like a area of effect attack. 1 tile, 2 tile, 3 tile, 4 tile. And if you're within 4 tiles, you get hurt pretty hard. The closer you are, the more the HP you lose. We are born in the shadows. Special attack number 2 summons a shadow rift, a kind of black hole, 20 HP, who will explode up to 35 HP. Even if you're pretty far across the room, you can still lose you can still take damage. So you want to kill that quickly before it actually explodes. Special number 3, the children of Scarabus are internal. He summons a Scarab Swarm, level 98, 5 HP, who will basically move around the room and leave behind permanent dark fire tiles. These dark fire tiles will can deal a lot of damage. The Scarab itself can poison you from like 6 HP. So you definitely want to kill that quickly as well. Use attack for magic, standard potions, anti-poison potions and boosts like divine bastion potion. Kite him around the room, run around the edges here, and you avoid the first special, which is a shadow burst. And for the other 2 specials, just kill quickly, and avoid any dark fire tiles. Alright, so with that all in mind, let's go inside. Intruder, you are not welcome here. Fear not, I'm here to rescue you. Kill him! That didn't work so well. Wait! Majian! Mamnat! Ah, shit. Silence! Champion! Protect your High Priest. Fine, we'll do it your way then. Old School, alright, so use your boost. And run to the corners here and see, he'll do the first special pretty shortly. Run over here. See, that's the Shadow Burst special. You can lose a lot of HP. It's now kill the Scarab special right there. Just kill it quickly. Those are the dark fire tiles. Ignore them to the best of your ability. Anyway, continue onwards. And that's a Shadow Burst again. Alright, see if it does the other one. Yeah, see, we are born out of the shadows, so you want to kill this dark tile quickly. Kill that dark tile. Come on. Oh, this bow is so slow. Otherwise, you lose a lot of HP. Boom. There we go. Good. There's a Shadow Burst, and that's the entire fight. Just run around here to avoid his thing. Alright, there we go. Oh man, that's a pretty tough fight, you know. Alright, so once you're done, talk to the priest here. Stay back, stay away. Majan Manak Amaka. What happened? It's okay, you were under control by a masochist, but you're free now. I don't remember. I've been in your position, don't worry, it takes a bit of time. This room is so familiar. As I look around, I feel something stirring. Yes, I see it now. There are a few gaps, but it's all coming back to me. Thank you, adventurer. There is much for me to set right. We have made some terrible mistakes. I know the feeling, man. It's cool. What did she have to do? Many things. I've been under her control while my whole life. Dang, sad. It was the same for my predecessor and her predecessor as well. They were all slaves to the Devourer, even our own Lord himself. She controls Scabaras? Yes, she used him as her puppet for centuries, but now she has a new plan for him. What's the new plan? I don't know. She took him into some tube along with the others. A Osmotion's tube. Who are these people you speak of? Atkin, Kondis, and Het. The other avatars of Tumekan. She has all of them. She does. We helped her capture them. It took many lifetimes, but she was able to fool them all. This isn't good. There are weapons in a tube that could transfer divine power into beings. She must be planning to use them on lesser deities first. The four of them came from Tumekan himself. Their power is his power. If she claims that power as her own, she will become a true goddess. Don't worry, I'll make sure that doesn't happen. How can you hope to withstand her powers? I'll find a way. Do you have any other information that can help me? We're not the only one to fall prey to the Devourer. He has control over the Pharaoh Kamekus of Menaphos. We fear as much. Do you know what she wants with him? She needed control over the city, but she kept the reason a secret. She even had us release locusts and frogs into Spanish, so she could have Menaphos locked down. You caused the plagues, the cows and the pox as well? We also did poison the cows. I know nothing of the pox though. What will you do now? I fear many of my people are lost forever, but I will save as many lives as I can. Together we will reform the sect of Scabaras and right the wrongs of the Devourer. You help me fight her? In our own way, before the Devourer, we were an isolated people, just as Scabaras taught us to be. We will go back to that way of life. We may go unseen, but we will be there fighting in the shadows. The forces of the Devourer, where they go. Good to hear. I'm gonna head back to Nodai. I have a friend who needs help. Good luck in your fight, adventure. May Scabaras guide you. You can also use this prayer to heal up right after the fight as well. Use your Nodai towers. Now go to the bank. We're gonna pull out the second set of inventory, the second and last one. You can use the bank in Nodai, which will also be very close to the next part of this quest. Okay, please give me a few moments to pull out the second and last inventory for this quest. Alright, now I'm back. If you went to a different bank, please use the Nodai Tubber Scroll and just make your way back to Nodai. And once you're back to Nodai, we'll enter the herb shop in the center of the town here. And talk to Sarah. Here we are. Herb shop. There's a fountain for reference. And there's there we go. There, you. Any luck in the ruins? Plenty. I discovered all sorts of things. How about you? I fueled Zara in our discoveries and obtained a blood sample from one of Cephalian's citizens for her. Don't ask me how. She looked over it and thinks the pox could easily be cured. Great. It's a very interesting one. Do you know of the cadaver bush? Oh yes, one time I used it to help a young couple. I gave one of them the cadaver potion to appear dead. He went a bit south and he ended up with another cousin. That's right. Oh, and I used another one when I was trying to help my arm. You were trying to help your arm? I'm not sure I understand you. You have a strange life. No, not my arm. My arm. He's a troll. He needed to kill an old man, so he used a potion to fake it. It went a bit south again. That seems to happen a lot with this potion. What line are you talking about? Maybe you should get back to your business here. Cadaver berries are quite poisonous. When used in the right quantities, they can put someone into a deep sleep. Use the wrong amount, and you're going to not wake up again. Cadaver potions are a standard issue for all Akhiran spies for various reasons. For that very reason. In fact, they're what I use to get myself and no citizens out of Menaphis. The only thing about the cadaver berries is that they are not the only part of the bush that's dangerous. If you're not careful, the bark can have a nasty effect on the skin. You're saying that the cause of the pox is the cadaver bush's bark. Maybe, but you won't find any of those bushes here. It's quite unexpected. I don't think that anyone in the fandom would recognize a cadaver bark anyway, let alone figure out what caused the plague. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have suspected it. I probably wouldn't have suspected it myself either. I only realized this because of the time I spent in Varrock training with the apothecary. It sounds like someone could have caused the plague on purpose. Well, that leads on to what I discovered in those ruins. I found the High Priest of Scabaras there, under Amaska's control. Turns out she had him and her Scabaras caused the plague against Vanium. They caused the plague? Why? Amaska's wanted an excuse to have Menaphis locked down. She's up to something there. But the High Priest of Scabaras didn't know what. However, he did confirm that the Pharaoh Canopus is under her control. The thing is, now that I think about it, the High Priest of Scabaras didn't actually seem to be aware of the pox. I doubt he's been able to get hold of the cadaver bark either. There's other forces at play. That's not good. What else did you find out? The next bit is worse, I'm afraid. I found out what Amaska is looking for in the tomb. Apparently, there are 2 weapons in there that could grant her true godhood. True godhood? You can't be serious. I'm afraid so. She managed to capture all 4 of the lesser gods. It's likely her plan is to use the weapons to claim their power. The lesser gods? It can't be. Are you serious? No, do not doubt the will of the devourer, Mysis. She is a force of pure evil. Like Zamrock. It wasn't that long ago that I didn't even think she was still around. Now I'm hearing she's trying to become a true goddess. It's a lot to get used to, man. I do have one bit of good news. I know an incantation that can free a person from her mind control. We can use it to free the people at the Necropolis. Right. Let's get to work. First, let's finish off this curse. First, let's deal with this box. Once it's done, we can free the citizens. Anything else you need me to do? Mesa has attained most of what I need. All is left is the Scare Venom and the Lily of the Illid. Alright, okay, let's split up. I'll do the Scare Venom, and I guess I'll leave you with the Lily of Illid. From the name, I assume it grows near the river Illid. Correct. I know of a small island just west of here. Where you can find some. Alright, I'll be back. How do I? Mesa departs. Alright, so hey, we're outside. We're gonna go to this little isle here, and then get ourselves the Lily of Illid. There it is. You have to try to cross this stone, and you have to handle this crocodile. Hello there, crocodile. I think I'll call you Roger. You look very hungry, Roger. I think I better give you something to distract you. Give him the cooked meat or raw meat, whatever you have. Fish will not work. Raw yak meat will not work either.
You give Roger some meat. He happily takes it before swimming away. You feel that you have connected with Roger in a deep level. The two of you are now firm friends. And try again. Alright, so Roger is now my friend. I can just take this lily. Thank you, Roger, for your assistance. And then I can head back to... So now I head back to Zahir with this lily. Alright, here we are. Here's the lily. Here you go. Alright, I think I have everything. I need to make the cure now. Anything else you need? Actually, yes. To make the cure, I'll need to get the ingredients to the right temperature. Well, I prepared the ingredients. Could you please heat up my equipment? Could you please heat up my equipment properly? How do I do that, man? Just adjust the individual heats until the overall temperature is at the correct level marked. Be warned, the equipment can be a bit temperamental at times, so unstable. Alright, so let's use the chemistry table here. So the way to do this is to increase the middle and the right bar to the maximum level. And then lower each one alternatively. Down here and down here. Until eventually it gets to the top. There we are. Oh, there we go. Actually, I think I have it. Just alternate between lowering the two. Now it's time to make a few batches of this cure for everyone. I'll get started on those right away. In the meantime, I can give you the first batch to take down there. So, okay, I can deliver it to the High Priest of Ithacan. Meet me back at the Necropolis once you're done. Will do. Okay. Here's the first batch for you to take to the High Priest of Ithacan. There we are. Thank you. I'm going to make a pit stop at this fountain here and it says restore my thing. So now I head to Cephanium. You can use the carpet to Pulm Niche and then the carpet to Cephanium. Once you're at Cephanium, head away to the southwest altar. This one, not the other one. And then talk to the High Priest here. High Priest, high five. How's it going, man? You have the cure crate. Hello again. How's it going, dude? We're making progress on the place. With our citizens back, we had enough to finally drive out the frogs and locusts that were filling up our town. We worry they just come back though. But perhaps we have managed to appease whatever God sent them. The infected cows have been dealt with as well. And the only thing left is this infuriating pox. At least it's not contagious. I think I know what to do with that one. Enjoy. What is this crate? If all goes well, the potions in there should cure the pox, so Phantom will be able to be free of the plagues. This is just the first batch. More will come soon. Free of the plagues? How is this possible? We tried everything. I just found a really good herbalist, man. What do you say? What do you say, man? Try it. I prayed to... what were you doing? Well, mostly I was praying to Ithacan and hope for the best. Right, so hope is not action. I have some things to do now down at the Necropolis area. I'll be back when I have time. Thank you, Fred. You're once again our savior. And this guy's completely useless. Alright, so we're gonna head to not directly the Necropolis area. Around like right here. You can exit out the south side and then just enter into this area. Once you talk to Mesa, we'll start the boss fight. So let's just exit out here. No, I want to leave. Oh dang, man! I want to leave. Open the gate, and then we'll fight the last boss, which is the Menaphite Akh. If you're curious, I'm using this melee gear, stab gear, the Osmosis Fang, the Juicy Scar armor set, the Theory, and everything else is just for extra bonuses. You don't need anything too crazy. It's a much easier fight, in my opinion, in my experience, than the first one, the Champion of Scabaras. Once over here, talk to Mesa. There she is. Hey there, did everything go well with the High Priest? I guess so. We'll see for sure soon. In the meantime, do you think the incantation will work well? It worked with the High Priest of Scabaras, so I'm pretty sure it will work on these citizens. That's not wasting any time then.
Looks like we have a welcoming party, and I think it's a devourer. Nope, it's a citizen. You have been warned. Leave now. The Damascus hold on you has come to the end. Machan, Manak, Almak. What ahead? What happened? You were all controlled by the devourer, but you're free now. Things will be confusing at the moment. Your memories will come back to you. The devourer can't be. Very so. That's what I just said it. You've been through a lot, but unfortunately you won't be able to return to Menaphite. The city remains on lockdown. You can seek refuge if you find them, or one of the nearby settlements. Hopefully you'll be able to go home soon. You saved us. Thank you. Alright, that's one thing down. No, it's quite a blockage. Clearing it is going to take some work, a lot of work. And time is not on our side, and Damascus is right in there, looking for those weapons. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt, but we can help you. What do you mean? We can mine away the blockage for you. Are you sure? You would have been here so long. Are you not tired? The devourer made us slaves. We want to help you stop her. There you go. We'll get to work at once. It's going to take a lot of longer time before the cure starts to work. I guess we should head back to the camp for now and recuperate. Sure. So, what is it? Stay quiet. What's going on? I know you're here. Come out. Impressive, Mesa. Hamasman, you were a spy on us. That is the job of my. That's my job, to spy people. I remember that, but you seem to not remember your own job as a spy. What's that supposed to mean? We had a plan, Mesa. You were ordered to stay in Menaphite. Now your recklessness has cost us dearly. Don't lecture me on cost. I know exactly how much this little game of yours had cost. Everyone. Yes, Khalif. Do you think I wasn't aware of your little romance? What? Did you take me for a fool? I've been dealing in deception since you were born. Yours was not hard to spot on. I made the mistake of letting it slide, but a poor move on my part. Cliff's death has clearly impacted your ability to think rationally. Or maybe it just made me see the truth. You're a monster, Osman. You all see is dead, just get what you want. I serve Al-Qarid, Mesa, just as you once did. I'll never stop serving Al-Qarid. I'll just stop serving you. Alright, so awkward, huh? I hope you didn't believe yourself innocent in all this. You've been meddling around in affairs that you were not supposed to. I want to try to help, man. By clearing the pox, tell me, who does that? Al-Qarid or Menaphite? Who does it help? You know, despite all your spying, Al-Qarid and Menaphite aren't actually enemies. On paper, yes, but our two cities were once at war for years. Signing a few treaties does not stop us from being enemies. Even if that's true, I don't see why the pox being cured is a problem. It will surely lead to the end of Menaphite's quarantine. That is not a benefit to Al-Qarid. We wanted the city isolated. These are larger forces at play, Osman. That quarantine was helping them far more than it benefited you. What are you going on about? Damascus, she has control over the Pharaoh cannabis. She has arranged the quarantine to keep her actions in Menaphite a secret. That's why we made a cure. We need to get in there and find out what she's up to. The Devourer? You speak of legends and fairy tales. You don't believe gods exist? Maybe once, but that was a long time ago. You're wrong, Osman. The Devourer is behind everything here. And the worst is yet to come. She's looking for some weapons, ones that could grant her true godhood. And the weapons are in Menaphite? No, not in Menaphite. We don't know exactly what exactly they are. They're in the tomb to the south here. Pharaoh Cannabis has fooled you. This is clearly some ploy of his to keep you confused and divided. He is our true foe. Austin, you can't believe that. What the? Time to go. If you exit the fight, to return to the fight, head back to Mesa's campsite and then talk to Osman. Okay, so the Menaphite Akh is level 351. Melees with the Dragon Scimitar. Protect from melee can reduce the damage. He summons one Menaphite Shadow, level 147, who will range when her HP is above 50, and then switch to magic when her HP is below 50%. So when the Menaphite Akh HP is above 50, the Shadow will use range. When the Menaphite Akh HP is below 50%, or she'll use magic. She has 2 special. Special number 1, which she does after every 7 basic attacks. She'll start twitching, and then perform a lightning bolt attack, lightning bolt wave attack in front of her. That can deal up to 80 HP. To dodge that, just move to her side or like behind her. So you're out of the AoE attack, 45-degree angle. The second is she changes spots with her shadow. So for example, if her shadow is right here and she's right there, she'll change it boop over here, and then she starts charging her attack, and then she'll release the attack. I think the attack can deal up to like probably 60 HP or 80 HP as well, so it's pretty dangerous. She has high magic and high range defense, weakest to stab attacks, moves at run speed. You cannot use stalls, ice spells, or any forms of recoil. So use Protect from melee and boost, like Piety or Divine Super Combat Potion. Stab her until she's dead. For the special 1, just move to her side. Special 2, attack her and not the shadow. If you attack her as she charges the attack, she'll stop charging it. When her HP is below 50%, you can either kill a shadow or just switch to attack from magic. Time to go. Osman, don't you dare leave me, man. Oh, coward. There's this Dragon Scimitar. The mistress has tired of your interference. I guess you have also done Monkey Matters 1. Pray to your false god, your time has come. Great, here we go again. Alright, so there we are. And then also drink up here. So this is her basic attack. See that's the shadow. So that's when she summons the shadow. Ignore it for now. She's gonna do the lightning bolt. Try to keep her. That's special number 1. Try to keep her within the center area, so that way you have room to move around. Let's see if she does special number 2 here. There we go. So now let's attack her quickly before she charges her attack and attacks you. So that's the entire fight right there. Once she reaches, move to the other side. Once she reaches down to 50 HP, that guy will switch to range, to magic, and you want to attack. You see that? So now attack her. So now just kill the shadow. So that way, there we go. Oops, she's charging attack. There we are. Stop in time. Kill the shadow. She'll respawn a shadow. Maybe like 5 ticks down the line, or whatever. A few more hits down the line. But for now, you're safe from the shadow. Magic attack, and then just finish the job here. And one more go. And see, there goes. Just ignore shot, and there go, done. Oops, alright. Okay, so now talk to Osman. It's nice of you to help me out, dude. You had it all under control. I must say, this has been an interesting development. Do you now believe in Damascus? No, I believe what my eyes saw, and I'm yet to see any true evidence of this work of the ancient god. Smack in the face. Alright, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Look at all these flames here, man. Who else could do this? But I will admit there is something more going on here than I first thought. Dark magic is clear at play. This may require us to reconsider our approach. What does it even mean, dude? Like, just wake up. For now, nothing. I need to go and think on this. I suggest that you seek out Mesa and see what results your meddling has caused. I'm sure I'll be in touch at some point. Do you want to say thank you to me? I imagine Mesa will have gone to South Phantom to check out on Skier. She'll be waiting for you. Goodbye! And he just disappears into the shadows. That's what I thought. Thanks, Osman. Thanks for being a good friend. Alright, so here we're back to Phantom. And inside the altar area that we delivered the the cure crate to, we're going to talk to either the High Priest or Mesa at the end of quest. If you have a full inventory, you won't receive the Chaos Potassium from her. Mesa will leave the Chaos Potassium, a weapon that does pretty well against bug animals inside her tent in a campsite. So you have to physically go back there to actually pick it up if you have a full inventory. Sorry for leaving you back there. How was your chat with Osman? He seems to be somewhat enlightened. What do you mean? After you left, we were attacked by one of Amaska's servants. I think they convinced Osman that there's more to this than he realized. Maybe finally he'll wake up. We don't need him though. Look at what we managed to do on our own. Is the cure working? I'll let the High Priest answer that one. Hello friend, he's curing. I see his face all cleared. Yes, it worked. We're finally free of the plagues. And Menaphite? We sent word to them earlier. They've agreed to meet us in the bridge. If all goes well, the quarantine will be behind us. Let's hope so. Please join us for the meeting. After all this, it would not be possible without you. How long do you think we'll need to wait? I don't know, man. This has probably put Pharaoh Cannabis in an awkward spot. He'll have much to reconsider. If the quarantine benefits the devourer, he won't want to end it. Problem is, if he doesn't, it'll draw a lot of attention. Makes you wonder how much control he actually has left, huh? Does he still make his own choices? How are you doing, by the way? What do you mean? You know, the stuff Osman and said about you and Khalif. What happened with Khalif and I is none of your business. If you're sure. Speaking of Osman, that reminds me. Here's a spear. He has left this for you. He has a way of saying thank you, perhaps. Doubt it. He's probably just trying to keep an eye on your good side. Do you think he's still here? If not, one of his minions will be here. He wants to know what's happening at the meeting. Anyway, he wasn't the only one with something for you. This is from the High Priest. I'm sure I'll be able to put it to good use. Look, something's happening. Hang on, is that? Oh. Pharaoh Cannabis, I did not expect you to attend this meeting personally. Pharaoh Cannabis. The city of Menaphite will begin preparations to end the quarantine. It will take some time for these preparations to be complete. Good day. Well, that was anticlimactic. That's one way of putting it. Still, I was expecting Cannabis himself to make an announcement. It's very unusual for him to be in public. Why do you think it means? I don't know. Until we can get into Menaphite, I doubt we'll find out. You said it would take some time for the city to open. It's stalling for as long as possible, no doubt. So what now? The citizens should hope to be done unblocking the entrance to Osmunten's tomb. I'm going to head down there and see what's happening. As for you, I said you earned a small break. Take whatever you want. Take whatever time you need to prepare. Then meet me again at the tomb once you're ready. Alright, good luck. Two quest points, Tombs of Damascus access, 50,000 Jute SP, 1 Chaos Petition, and the Circlet of Water. The Circlet of Water behaves like a, I think, water skin. You have to charge it first somehow, and then you can use it like a water skin, and I think it lasts like 90 minutes or something fully charged. So it's a nice thing to have. The Chaos Petition is very good against Scabaras. It deals like 50% more damage or something like that. And yeah, that's the entire quest.